The association football tournament at the 2012 Summer Olympics was held from July 25 to August 11, and was the only sport to begin before the official opening day of the Olympic Games, 2 days before the opening ceremony. It was also the only sport to be held at multiple venues outside London, with Manchester, Glasgow, Newcastle, Coventry and Cardiff all hosting matches. The finals were played at Wembley Stadium. Associations affiliated with FIFA were invited to send their senior women's and men's under-23 national teams to participate. Men's teams were allowed to augment their squads with 3 players over the age of 23. 504 football players competed for 2 sets of gold medals. For these games, the men competed in a 16-team tournament and the women in a 12-team tournament. The draw for the tournament took place on April 24, 2012. Venues: there are 6 stadiums that hosted matches. The stadiums represent London itself and South East England, the English Midlands, North West England and North East England in England, as well as Scotland and Wales. Note: Ryco Arena was known as the City of Coventry Stadium due to the no commercialisation policy. Competition schedule: Qualified Nations, Men's Tournament, Women's Tournament, United Kingdom Great Britain teams. A men's football team representing Great Britain competed in the Olympics until 1972, albeit failing to qualify for the main tournament after 1960. Great Britain did not enter a football team in the Olympics for the rest of the 1970s, plus the entire 1980s, 1990s and 2000s. On August 24, 2008, British Prime Minister Gordon Brown suggested that the presence of a Gigabyte team at the 2012 Games was vital. He said that he had approached Manchester United manager Alex Ferguson to coach such a team. The Scottish, Welsh and Northern Irish Football Associations opposed such a move in case it would affect their status within the governing body of football, FIFA. On May 29, 2009, after last-ditch talks prompted by a FIFA deadline to settle the row, the 4 associations sent a letter to FIFA stating that while the Scottish, Welsh and Northern Irish associations would not participate in a unified UK men's or women's teams at the Olympic Games, they would not prevent England from fielding teams under that banner. However, Britain's FIFA Vice President Jim Boyce stated that Gareth Bale, Aaron Ramsey, Craig Bellamy, Charlie Adam and other non-English players would have the legal right to be considered for Team GB at the London 2012 Olympics. The deal among the 4 home nations was challenged by the British Olympic Association. Boyce said there was no legal restriction as to why a player from Wales, Scotland or Northern Ireland could be stopped from playing. Ultimately, 5 Welsh players were included in the 2012 Great Britain Olympic football squad, with Ryan Giggs included as one of the 3 players over the age of 23 permitted selected as team captain. Giggs had scored during the tournament, in a 3-1 defeat of the United Arab Emirates at Wembley. None of the Great Britain men's football squad came from Scotland or Northern Ireland. Tiebreakers: this tournament differs from other modern major international football tournaments, in that head-to-head records is not the primary way to break ties. The ranking of the teams in each group shall be determined as follows: greatest number of points obtained in all group matches. Goal difference in all group matches. Greatest number of goals scored in all group matches. Greatest number of points obtained in all group matches between the teams concerned. Goal difference resulting from all group matches between the teams concerned. Greatest number of goals scored in all group matches between the teams concerned. Drawing of lots by the FIFA Organizing Committee. Medal summary, medal table, medalists, men's tournament. Squad restrictions: the same restrictions used for recent Olympiads are applied, in which each squad is to consist of 18 players, of which no more than 3 may be over the age of 23 before the beginning of the next year. In the case of the 2012 Summer Olympics, this restricts players born before January 1, 1989. Women's tournament. Squad restrictions: there were no age restrictions in the women's tournament. Controversies: Iran's women's team and 3 Jordanian players were banned at the second round of the Asian qualification tournament due to not adhering to FIFA dress code. The players were allowed to play while covering their head in the first round. FIFA banned the hijab in 2007, although FIFA now allows the hijab to be worn after overturning the 2007 decision in 2012. Following the South Korean flag being put on display on the stadium screen at Hampton Park when the teams were being announced before the Colombia vs North Korea women's match, the North Korea team protested against this action by refusing to take to the pitch. As a result of the wrong flag being displayed, the kickoff was delayed. Japanese women's coach Norio Sasaki admitted to instructing his team to purposely attempt to tie against South Africa in group play in order to acquire a more favorable position in the quarter-finals, which would require less traveling for the Japanese squad. Neither FIFA nor the IOC took any action in response. In the 78th minute of the women's semi-final between Canada and the United States, referee Christina Pedersen awarded an indirect free kick to the United States after Canadian goalkeeper Erin McLeod kept possession of the ball in her hands for more than 6 seconds, a violation of Law 12. Although the decision was correct, according to a literal reading of the law, it is extremely rare for the offence to be punished. From the ensuing indirect free kick, Pedersen awarded a penalty kick to the United States when she deemed that a Canadian defender deliberately handled the ball. Abby Wamge scored from the penalty kick, tying the match at 3-3, before the United States scored again in extra time to win 4-3. The Canadian team protested the call on media outlets afterwards. FIFA is investigating the situation but indicated that any disciplinary action would be postponed until after Canada's bronze medal match. See also, Football 5-a-side at the 2012 Summer Paralympics, Football 7-a-side at the 2012 Summer Paralympics, references. External links, official website.